Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K edition of Vin Diesel in Bloodshot. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I'll put a link for that in the description. Okay, Bloodshot is here, starring Vin Diesel, based off the Valiant comic series. And as far as the movie itself goes, I liked it. It's not perfect. It's definitely, it's one of those that they're kind of like learning as they go along as far as like structuring a good comic book movie. But you could tell Vin Diesel's into it, and I thought the action was really good. Some of the story points are a little bit on the weak side, but I think I would rank this as a kind of a mid-level Vin Diesel type of flick, you know, but it's not, as I said, it's not perfect, but it's fun, it's enjoyable, and I wouldn't mind seeing more, you know, take place in this world, but who knows if we'll get that at this point. But I would recommend it. It's fun kind of flick. So, all right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio of the 4K disc, but before we do that, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the normal 4K edition of Bloodshot here. As you can see, there is no slipcover. Apparently, slipcovers are either have not been produced or are in very short supply. Also, the steelbook that was solicited by Best Buy was not available as of release day. I mean, the coronavirus has caused a lot of delays, so I just picked up the standard 4K edition here without slipcover. This is available at your local retailer. So there we have the front cover, and then we have the back and the spine, and then interior, some disc artwork, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, we'll see if that steelbook's available in the future, but as of right now, standard 4K. So all right, now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Bloodshot was shot digitally native 4K. It was actually a little bit above that, but rendered down to the 4K format. And it is absolutely beautiful looking picture. This is HDR10, no other Dolby Vision or any other grading here, but I think for what we get, honestly, it is a gorgeous looking picture. It really is one of the it just is testament to what Sony is able to do as far as the home format on 4K. It just looks beautiful. It really does. Color levels look phenomenal. They're great. They're not overly, you know, saturated. I think they're perfectly dialed in. Red in particular, there's several scenes. You saw that in the trailer. The red is just, it looks beautiful. It is very, very just crimson, and it gives you that good overall look to it. But the other color scheming throughout the film, it looks great. It is absolutely, it's just picturesque, and I think, you know, for what we get here as far as digital goes, it renders it a lot more clear, and the clarity is pretty good here as far as that goes in the picture quality department. Detail wise, looks good also. No real any real issues. A little bit of softness on some of the CGI elements. Blending that together into the 4K is, you know, a little bit tricky, but it's not as rendered as detailed as I would have liked, but it's still a beautiful looking detail. And I think for what we get here, skin textures, costuming, basically the non-CGI elements are really the standout here, and I think that is well represented. Black levels are deep, nice inky blacks. They look great, fantastic overall. I didn't really have any issue with macro blocking. Nothing to that, no raised elements there. So I think black levels look phenomenal as well. Honestly, this is a beautiful looking picture by Sony. I think Bloodshot is probably one of the better looking discs. I would say comparatively over like to like the recent Sony release of Bad Boys. It's about the same, just gorgeous looking, but where Bad Boys use more of like practical locations, there's a lot of interior in this film, and I think, you know, for what we get, it is beautiful, just beautiful. Honestly, a good looking image, in my opinion. Now over on the audio mix side, where Sony is once again utilizing, at least for this release, a Dolby Atmos, and it is a rocking Atmos mix. This thing packs a punch. It really does. It gives you everything you need. It gives you that nice focus, just the overall immersive feeling. It's an action movie. A lot of that kind of going on, but it fills the room nicely. And if you have Atmos, there's plenty to enjoy here. Just everything from the center channel to the height speakers. There's a lot going on, and it gives you that heaviness to it. It's just that there's a lot of weight to this Atmos mix. It is probably one of the best ones I've heard on disc this year. It is that good, in my opinion. It just kind of makes me wonder why Sony switched more or less to the DTS-X, but that's a discussion for another day. I enjoyed the Atmos on here quite a bit. As I said, center channel dialogue comes through clean and clear, easy to understand dialogue. The fronts, they have a lot going on. There's a lot of action, and it's handled fairly nicely. The mid-level speakers, the rears, they provide everything. Transitions from action from front to back are seamless. And the atmospheric and the action elements coming through the mid-levels and the rears are great. There's a lot going on. Sprinkled throughout the film. It's not overly heavy-handed, but it's still fairly frequent, and you're going to definitely make use out of your ears here as far as that goes. As far as the LFE is, it kicks in very aggressively. It's very nice. It's very heavy, and I think does so in appropriate ways. Just action is very utilized well. And you feel that thumping and that booming, and it just sounds really good. The height speakers, there's quite a bit going on, a lot of discrete channel activity, and it happens sprinkled throughout the film. And it's really just, it's there, it's present, and it makes you glad you have an Atmos setup if you are utilizing that kind of speaker system. So that is my review of Bloodshot. I'm going to go ahead and give the picture quality of this one a solid A. I think it's a very beautiful looking image, shot digitally, native 4K, just a lot going on here. Color, detail, black levels are all well represented, and it's a really good looking image. Audio mix, Dolby Atmos, it rocks the house. It really does. I'm going to go ahead and give that one an A+. I think it's a very strong contender for a demo-worthy audio. It sounds fantastic. The Atmos has come to play, and it does so fairly well. I think you're going to be very pleased here with Bloodshot on 4K. So that is my review. Let me know in the comments below if you picked it up and what your thoughts were of the movie. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.